get us started, and it will be Viagic to serve. Comes forward and pops it over. Warden, good pass to Ammeraal. Pushes it outside. Van Zandt, big swing, dug up in the back row. Push to the outside, tipped over. Warden's there. Ammeraal pushed it all the way across. It's behind Van Zandt. She takes a good swing and scores. Hawks on the board first. It's 1-0.
It's great to see Van Zandt start with a kill. The last match, you know, every set seemed to, she started with an error and then she kind of got her groove back. So great to see first ball kill for her.
She hit the sharp crosses out to the 4-5. Sarah Franklin knew that four seam really well. Tough pass to the right side. Ball goes over, dug by Whittingstall. Ammeraal pushed it back out to Van Zandt. She goes over the block and over the inline. No touch called. She swapped the air around this time.
Right.
Tied at 1.
I like the high swing, though. She just tried to go up over the block just a little bit too long on the court.
Simon now to serve for the Badgers. Fires it over at Marquardt. Good ball to Ammeraal. Short ball to Stojanovic. Tipped it. And that's a good solid swing from Collier. Boy, I still have nightmares of that swing with Sarah Franklin. And now Collier comes in and does the same thing. I mean, that bounces in like the 3-4 spot. I mean, that's not even deep into the 4 spot.
Yeah, it's such a sharp swing.
Warden uses hands to Ammeraal. Stojanovic gets a swing that time. Again, no touch called. 3-1 on the hitting error. Just a little behind her and kind of pushed it out of bounds.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I like the quick tempo set there, and Ammeraal pulled the block to jump with her a little bit.
Simon catches the sideline. Warden thought it was out, didn't get her foot to the line, and just kind of chased it a little bit. 4-1. Iowa makes just a small switch so the Warden can see right down that line a little better. Goes right to her again. Bad pass. Moisio takes it. Van Zandt off the net. Sends it well out of bounds. Hawks a little tight here in the early going. It's 5-1 Badgers.
A little tight, yeah. Just a few hitting errors that are wide. Definitely controllable. The ball's out of system. Just got to get it up and over just to keep it in play.
Marquardt steps into Ammeraal. Ammeraal takes a rip. Dug up by Viagic. Collier sends it just out of bounds. Hawks catch a break on the Collier error.
I think Wisconsin might challenge that.
Shelley Kelfield gives the C signal over.
Shelley Kelfield. I know, it's going to be hard not to think that as his name today since it's in my brain. They just swapped the first two letters announcing the starting lineup earlier.
When the Hawkeye PA announcer was announcing the Badgers and then announcing Coach Sheffield, she flipped and transposed the names. So yeah, let's see. Once you get that in your brain, it'll be hard to get out. But that ball was in. That was kind of what I was
thinking that too.
And it didn't take long either. 6-1 on the Collier kill. So she has 2 here in the early going. Iowa needs a pass. They need get it started with a good pass and see if you can get it turned around here a little bit. Simon's been aggressive on the line here. She is again. Marquardt, a little off the net to Ammeraal. Short ball to Van Zandt. Tips. Boy, that was good hustle from the Badgers. Collier touched it. Furbringer touched it. Couldn't get the third ball over there from Quest. So give the kill to Van Zandt. 6-2.
See if Iowa can string a few points together to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, you're probably not going to get 5 in a row, so you're going to have to kind of just sneak away here. Middle attack knocked over. Good dig from Marquardt. Ammeraal outside to Van Zandt. Chops it over. Boy, that was just a change up kind of off the side of her hand. 6-3.
Yeah, definitely not an intentional hit there in the campfire for Van Zandt. And I saw Van Zandt mention something to Ammeraal. Hey, can you get me a little tighter? Van Zandt loves that tight ball. She's so athletic. She can just get up and over the block on those swings.
Ammeraal sends a big high floater over, but an easy ball for the Badgers. Middle attack. Speaking of up and over the block, that was Andrew. Wisconsin doesn't use the middles a ton, but since Grace Egan's been out, they've got Booth and Andrew in a little bit more. Quest to serve. Good ball right to Ammeraal. I think behind her to Van Zandt, but she tips it right to Simon. Tipped over by Furbringer. Moisio dumps it over. Boy, but right to Quest. High off the block on the Iowa side. Varez tried to dig it up and couldn't.
I bet Moisio might want that ball back. You really can't take the ball over on an easy free ball like that if you're Moisio. With a team like Wisconsin, they're going to do something with that ball, and it's going to be hard to defend.
Yeah, if you're gonna tip it over, you really got to go to an area and create some issue. Marquardt overpass, catches a break though. Wisconsin can't swing at it. Back row, right down the pipe. That's Viagic, and that's what we talked about when you've got so many options that stay in the match the whole time. 9-3 Wisconsin, timeout Iowa. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, hourly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. We talk all the time about starting on time. Iowa didn't start on time yet. Trailed the Badgers 9-3.
Just a passing game right now for Iowa. Needs a good pass. Right now, Ammeral's running all over the court, just trying to get a good ball up to her hitters.
Serve comes over from Quest. Moisio, middle of the floor. Ammeral's right side. Van Zandt through the block. Dug up by Viagic. Back row. That's blocked. Quest on the back row attack. Then out to Collier. Off the block. Dug by Marquardt. High ball. Middle of the floor. Ammeraal outside to Varez. Off the block. Dug by Viagic. Tipped over by Collier. Ammeraal tight ball. Good save. Stojanovic dunks it right down on Furbringer. Collier off the net. Rolls it over. And Moisio can't control it with one hand. Boy, and that is, you've got to key on Collier because she is so good and such a threat. And then in this rotation, you've got Viagic and Quest running white and blue.
Yep, it's definitely tough on Iowa's block.
Moisio, good pass. Stojanovic is blocked one-on-one. That's Andrew that gets the best of Stojanovic there. It's 11-3. Peyton Young, the freshman, will come in for Stojanovic.
Sometimes helps just to get a different look.
Serve is a beauty. Moisio passes it over Ammeral's head. She couldn't quite touch it. 12-3. Second ace serve for the Badgers.
Yeah, the service pressure by the Badgers right now, making it really tough for Iowa to pass a good ball.
Iowa returning now with two. Bad pass again, but that turns out all right. Van Zandt goes sharp cross, misses. If you're Iowa, you have 5 hitting errors and there's only 1 block. And Coach Barnes will call the second timeout of the set. We'll go ahead and take it as well. 13-3 Badgers. Let's take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing. Because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
We're back at Extreme Arena here in Coralville. John Evans, Reagan Coyle. We started on time. The Badgers started on time. Iowa's given up a 7-0 run and a 6-0 run, though. And it's 13-3 Wisconsin.
Iowa just really having a tough time passing. Wisconsin's not doing anything super special. They're really just serving and just keeping the play alive.
Quest, good serve. Marquardt, Amaral outside to Vares. Big swing off the block, dug by Simon. Collier uses hands, good ball. Moisey, oh no. Vares is called in the net on a back row swing, back row blue swing from Quest that she was really just kind of putting in play over. 14-3. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. Peyton Young. Boy, Simon, great dig. That ball comes over the net, so it is a double contact. Furbringer pushed it up in the air. If Collier could have got to it first, she'd have been fine, but when Van Zandt gets to it first, it makes a double contact.
And there's Andrew, a middle again, trying to make her setter dreams come true. Couldn't quite get an assist on that one.
Van Zandt to serve, 14-4. Bad pass from Warren. Knocked over. Van Zandt takes it. Amaral, Peyton Young. Boy, that's a good dig from Warren. Vares, Amaral, back behind her. McGrew, great tip, finds the spot. Right in the one spot, Diagic made a great diving play, but couldn't get there, 14-5.
Yeah, beautiful tip by McGrew. She has really improved her smart shots as early in this season. Just a great idea.
Hawkeye front row now is freshman. Van Zandt, good serve at Warren, but a great pass. Back row, into the net from Diagic, 14-6.
Not going to get too many free points from Wisconsin, so you got to take them when you can.
You just want to kind of start building. See if you just chip away here. Van Zandt, great serve. Simon stepped in and took it. Collier off the net. The problem is Iowa's been stuck in these rotations, and Collier will finally go to the back row now. She's been a problem, but not exclusively. She does have 5 kills already at 15 points.
And they will still find her in the back row as well, so
Yeah.
I think she, unfortunately, might continue to be a problem.
Yes, absolutely. Mimi to serve. Bad pass from Mo. Barrett, good pass outside to McGrew. Chop goes over. Viagic gets it. Right side slide. Moiseo. Tight ball to Amaral. Right side to Vares. That's a good swing through the block and scores.
Really testing the outside hand of Andrew there. She was right there in front of Vares, but Vares used good IQ there and just found some space on the right side of the block, right into zone 6.
15-7. Moiseo now to serve. Sends a floater over. Warren steps up to take it. Right side slide off the block. Moiseo with one hand. Whittingstall. Amaral knocks it over to the deep part of the court. That ball's tight. Oh, boy. Setters always win.
Setters always win. Yeah, Furbringer was up second on that ball, and even against Whittingstall and Vares on the net. Doesn't matter the height. Setters always up second will win that joust every time.
And Whittingstall kind of had to take it from behind her. The ball got behind her head, so as she pushed it forward, her momentum was gone. Furbringer, great job with the second push. Gets the kill, 16-7. Wardlow to serve now. Good strong serve there. Another tight ball. Whittingstall has to tip, dug by Warren. A lot of traffic. Tipped over, blocked. Pushed over, back row. Collier, that one's out.
I was going to say out, but then also I think Collier got a little piece of that line on the back row attack potentially as well. Definitely could have challenged it if the ball landed in.
Lares leaves. Warden comes back in. All right, so Iowa has at least settled it down now. Now see if you can start to press back and put some pressure. Warden Good solid serve, bad pass from Warren. Big swing though. Ball's up in the air. Gia takes it. And Barrett, the new left side hitter, platforms it out of bounds. That you don't like to see.
That we don't like to see, and especially against a team like Wisconsin. When we're down by this many, we can't have those types of errors. Otherwise, Wisconsin's going to take advantage of them for sure.
17-8. Furbringer now back to serve. Good solid serve of Warden. Ammeraal pushes it outside to McGrew. Sends it over the block. Catches the line. Well placed there. Right in the corner. Right in front of Coach Sheffield.
Definitely just dropped there in zone 5. All of her momentum. Ball was kind of behind her when she went to attack that ball, and she just had really great spin on it. Just found its way on the court.
Van Zandt and Marquardt re-enter. Jamie will serve. Marquardt hops forward and fires it. Good ball from Simon. Oh, actually overpass from Simon. My fault. Now it's going to get platformed back and comes to the Iowa side. Warden takes it. Ammeraal goes up. Boy, pushes a bad ball to Van Zandt. In system is Wisconsin. And that's sailed out of bounds by Quest. Hawks catch a break there. That was not a well-played point. Coach Sheffield not real pleased. He'll actually use a timeout. 17-10. Iowa just hanging around here. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listen. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 8444-FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Extreme Arena here in Coralville, Iowa. I'm John Evans alongside Reagan Coyle. Hawkeye Volleyball is proud to be sponsored by Quickstar. They are the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. 17-10 Badgers here in the first. Jamie Marquardt to serve for the Hawkeyes. Jamie sends it out of bounds. Fired it right at the line judge, who deftly moved out of the way right at the end. 18-10. We've completed a lap, and it's been all Badgers. Vjagic now to serve for the second time this match. Goes at Marquardt. Good ball to Ammeraal. Whittingstall knocked it right to Furbringer. Good ball outside Collier. Dug by Moisio. Ammeraal takes a swing and scores. Perfect ball from Moisio. Put it right on the tape.
That was a perfect dig by Moisio. It's not easy to dig Collier on that ball. She was right there. Ammeraal didn't even have to take a step, and she took a rip on that ball. Wisconsin defense was not ready.
18-11, Whittingstall now to serve. Hannah sends a floater at the corner. Collier, not a great ball. Middle attack from Booth. Ooh. Iowa had Delaney McSweeney a few years ago, and I never thought Iowa utilized her height right. Carter Booth is 6'7", and didn't really utilize her height there, but man, that had a lot of power behind it.
It did, yeah. Just hit right on the top of the tape.
Kristen Simon knocks the serve over the inline. Hawks get her off the line a little quicker this time, 19-12. Varez re-enters, Warden leaves. See if the Hawks can find a couple points in a row here. Ammeraal to serve. Claire pops the floater over. Collier, tight ball. Right side swing. Block was late. And Van Zandt just slowed it down, unfortunately, in front of Moisio.
Yeah, Peyton Young just got caught jumping a little bit with Wisconsin's middle. A little late to close.
Madison Quest to serve. Good ball from Marquardt. Ammeraal. Van Zandt. The ball's bouncing And Alicia Andrew looks, or the net's bouncing, and Alicia Andrew looks over going, what? But somebody did.
Somebody hit it.
I don't care who did it, but somebody did it. We can negotiate who did it. It may not have been you, but it is still bouncing. 20-13. Sharday Van Zandt to serve. Gia McGrew came back into the front. Boy, that's off the tape. Good play from Andrew there. High ball off the block. Van Zandt, tight ball. Tipped over by Young. Right side slide off the block. Good play from Iowa. Pushed all the way across. Short ball to Collier. Good defense there from Young and Varez, but unfortunately the power of Collier got it through the block. 21-13.
Have really good patience by Iowa's blockers. They're getting really positive touches on Wisconsin swings right now. Unlucky touch there by Varez. Collier was definitely going high hands, just trying to do something different, try to go off the block.
She got pulled inside the court a little. Furbringer didn't get it all the way out to her, trying to push it across the court. Collier now will serve. Did David just call a touch on himself?
I think so.
The line judge was hitting the foot, called a touch on himself. I love it. 21-14. Moisio serves it right down the line at Warren. Bad pass again. Back row attack from Collier off the block. Boy, tough break there again.
And there's that back row attack. You know, unlucky touch as a middle blocker. It just takes a little bit more patience blocking those back row attacks to just avoid getting tooled like that on your way down.
Just such good power from Collier, too, able to force it through. Wardlow now to serve. Good ball from Moisio. Amaral behind her to Varez. Good sharp cross there, finds the score. 22-15.
Great to see Varez get going. That's her second kill on the night. It's been a little bit quiet on the right side for her, but she's so powerful, and she had a nice seam to hit through. Just found zone one. Gets a little momentum going into the late first set here.
Warden back in to serve for Varez. She serves across. Viagic. Good ball, back row to Collier. Dug by Warden, but out of bounds on the Wisconsin side. I thought when we got rid of Sarah Franklin, life would be easier with the Badgers, but I mean, that's not easy. I didn't say that, but Collier is, she's a handful.
She is, yeah.
Furbringer to serve. It's 23-15 Wisconsin. Warden, tight ball. Amaral with one hand. Whittingstall throws it over. Dug by Furbringer. Shoved over. Whittingstall. Amaral, smart play there. Carter Booth was right on top of her, but went at a little bit of an angle, and so was able to just kind of bleed off Booth's arm.
Yeah, Amaral used all of her strength there. She hit it, and she kind of twisted it in the air just to tool off Booth's left hand to use her block kind of on that attack.
Yeah, she would have hit it right into her. Booth was going to return to sender, but was able to almost 270 around. Boy, that's a good time for a Jamie Marquardt service there. It's now a bunch of set points for Wisconsin. It's 24-16. Viagic now back to serve. That was a better lap for Iowa, but still down. Viagic sends a floater. Boy, that was an absolutely fantastic serve as she dropped it right in the three spot. Third ace of the set. Wisconsin takes set one, 25-16.
Saw some good moments in Iowa there. It just didn't help those big scoring runs that Wisconsin had. I was constantly kind of fighting to keep up. But like I said, saw some really great moments, and I think it'll be nice to have a kind of a set two reset.
Yeah, 13-3. You're going to have a hard time digging out of that hole, but Iowa played even the back half of the set. See if they respond here in set two. Let's take 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 8444-FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oakville is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakville.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena. Badgers started fast in set one and then just kind of like a big brother, little brother thing, just held Iowa off for the rest of the set. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. So, Coach Coyle, you head to the huddle over there. Do you just basically tell your team, hey, come on, we're better than that, flush it? Or do you have something technical you're working on? What are you telling your squad?
A little bit of the first you got there. We're better than that, let's flush it. But then also, I think it's really got to be on Iowa's passing line right now. They fell apart, and that was the reason for the big service runs by Wisconsin. So they're going to keep their foot on the gas on the service line for Wisconsin. Every one of their servers, sends it over with some pace. It's going to be important for Iowa's passing line to side out a little bit better, get Iowa's offense rolling. This first set here, Iowa only hit 118, just out of system a lot.
All 6 of those errors, though, came early in the set.
Mm-hmm.
Five of them were no blocks. Wisconsin had the only block of the first set, but Iowa hit a lot of balls out, and so just see if they can make an adjustment there. Same starting lineup, so Sasha Stojanovic back into the rotation now, and just kind of give her the quick reset there. Same lineup for the Badgers as well. And Iowa will serve with Jamie Marquardt to start set 2. Jamie hops forward. Good serve off the tape. Good pass from Collier, though. Middle attack, Booth high off the block. Moisio's there. Ammeraal fights through traffic. Van Zant, short approach. Dug by Collier. She's on the ground. Right side swing, Quest. High off the block and score.
Good use by Quest off the block. Unlucky if you're Iowa trying to chase that ball down after the touch.
Freshman, she's from Divine Savior Holy Angels. That's a high school. Simon to serve. Warden uses hands. Tight ball. Ammeraal loses the joust. Gets it back over. Iowa just has to knock it across, though, so look out now. Right side, Quest. Boy, that is a no-chancer there. As Whittingstall's late, Marquardt, I'm not even sure if she could see it coming through there. Had a great angle through the block. Scores into the one corner. 2-0 Badgers.
Yeah, Quest had a nice big seam to hit through there.
Simon again. Moisio, good ball this time. Pushed across the Van Zant. Blocked onto the Wisconsin side. Furbringer pushes back row. Biagic blocked back to the Wisconsin side, but now they're in system. Collier. Dug up by Moisio. Great ball. Slide to Whittingstall. Dug by Furbringer. Collier on 2. Great dig from Marquardt. Ammeraal across. Van Zant. What a dig from Simon. That ball still at, oh boy. Great play there. Quest and Furbringer kept that ball alive. Unfortunately, when Alicia Andrew tried to make the second contact, she got into the bottom of the net. Iowa gets the point, but boy, Iowa's got to work really hard to score a point right now.
Definitely. Yeah, it's hard to get a ball down on Wisconsin's side. Both defense really on both sides of the net tonight.
Whittingstall sends the serve over. Good ball from Viagic. Middle attacks. Boy, Iowa block was there, but just couldn't press over, and Andrew gets the kill. 3-1.
Yeah, Ammeraal was up and she was ready, but Andrew found space between Ammeral's hands and the net on Iowa's side.
Quest now to serve. Another solid serve. Moisio, decent pass all the way across to Van Zandt. She tips high, though. Quest gets it all the way across to Collier. Again, I've seen that swing too many times from a Wisconsin hitter. She just fires it right into the 4 spot. There's no chance. Moisio had kind of shifted up into the 4-5 seam, but that ball is so tight to the net.
It is at 4-4. It's lethal.
Quest. Good strong serve there. Another overpass. Good block from Ammeraal. Back row Quest. That is 1-1 corner there. 5-1 Wisconsin again. That's not even a fastball. That's just really good positioning from Quest.
It is, yeah, really smart shot. She found an open spot and found the floor.
Serves it over again. Diving play from Marquardt. Van Zandt out of system. Dug by Simon. Ammeraal, big swing, but big block. Marquardt. Ammeraal, tight ball, gets the dunk. Collier was there. Ammeraal goes over her head and is able to flip it into the 4 spot from the middle of the floor. 5-2.
Yeah, I haven't seen her dump that direction yet tonight, so caught Wisconsin's defense a little off guard, and nobody was there behind Collier.
Yeah, she kind of had no chance. Mimi was up with her. Claire knocks the serve over. Warren, bad pass. Hitting error there gives the Hawks the point. 5-3.
Do have a DS in for Wisconsin, Warren, number 16.
She came in for Quest. Iowa's been serving her pretty aggressively. Good set there. Boy, Ammeraal cheated up on the Collier tip, and unfortunately then Collier power tipped it, went right to the corner over her head, 6-3.
She takes one of the back row options out for the Badgers on this side with the DS in.
And then you've got Collier in the back row, so you're pretty...
Well,
you've got pretty much the only option you need. Collier right down the line at Van Zandt. Ammeraal chases it down. Fares from the left has to tip. Viagic gets it. There's back row for Collier. And she's blocked. Hawks were able to see it because you had Viagic on the ground, so Iowa got the triple set up. Closed off the angles there. Get the block on Collier. 6-4 Wisconsin.
Yeah, triple block, and Fares was on the left side there. Got every piece of that ball. Good patience by her.
Van Zandt to serve. Charday pops it over at Warren. Another bad pass. Viagic rolls it over. Ammeraal high ball, but behind the floor. McGrew knocks it over at Simon. Tight ball, no block. Iowa gets hands on it and will just knock it over. Simon chases it down. Furbringer, middle of the floor, dumps it over. Iowa gets it in the air, tipped over. Furbringer pushed it outside. That ball is out. Hawks make Wisconsin work hard, and Wisconsin makes an error. 6-5 Badgers.
Like you said earlier, Iowa has to work really hard to score points against a team like Wisconsin. The ball, these rallies are just going to keep getting longer and longer. Both defense played on both sides.
If you're going to beat a high-level team, you're going to have to match a high-level team's effort. And so if you're even going to compete with a high-level team, so Iowa's showing a little bit more of that here in set 2. It's 6-5. Warren steps in and Simon took that one. Dig by Moisio. Ammeraal right side, tight ball to Fares. Goes off the block and scores. Iowa's come back. We're tied at 6.
Great use by Fares. Just swings super high. Just able to use those high hands, and really hard for the defense to track down that ball on Wisconsin's side.
Van Zandt pops a strong serve over. That's a bad pass. That'll go. That ball is up and not quite over. Good hustle there by Furbringer. A serve for Iowa. Hawks have the lead. Quest is going to come in now for Warren because Iowa's picking on her, creating all kinds of problems in the back row.
Love the service pressure by Van Zandt right now, causing Wisconsin to be out of system.
So they'll push Quest out. Collier will step in and receive serve. And they'll go right at Simon. Much better ball. Pushed outside Viagic. Boy, that ball was not a great set to her, and she powered it through the block. Tied at 7. Wardlow comes in as the serving sub for Andrew. Barrett came in for Sade Van Zandt. Wardlow, man, that's a great serve. Barrett, bad pass. Moisio, McGrew off the net, sends it over the inline.
A really great serve by Wardlow. 6'4", serving sub, but when you have that height, that ball, it just drops.
She just kind of served it down. We talk about it with Whittingstall every once in a while, but yeah, she did a strong serve again. Amaral right side of Varez. Sends it over the block, no touch. All right, if you're Iowa now, you've got to settle yourself in here. 9-7 Badgers. This is a great serve from Wardlow. Just gets on top of it. Just barely clips the top of the tape. But just like Hannah Whittingstall, every once in a while she gets under one and sends it over the end line.
High risk, high reward serve for sure.
9-8. And with Stojanovic staying in the match, or being back in the match this time, she will now serve for the Hawkeyes. She was really good Thursday night. Goes at Viagic. Oh. Whittingstall jumped up with Furbringer, but didn't jump up really on her hand.
Yeah, Furbringer took that down kind of like a power tip with her left hand, just right in that 2 spot on the court.
A friendly definition for a throw, but it's 10-8 Badgers. Usually if you change that much direction, that's how you can get called for that. Right side, off the block is Varez. Good play by Simon. Outside, Collier from the back. Boy, it looked like somebody was in the net. Varez didn't really kind of jump to push that over.
Yeah, it looked like she thought the play was going to stop at some point, maybe with a net call, but it's kind of an odd move by her.
Yeah, play to the whistle. Don't assume. 11-8 Badgers. Furbringer to serve. Goes at Moisio. Overpass. Boy, that's another one that looks like it's in the net.
I thought so too.
Now, whether it was the ball or not, I couldn't tell. Coach Barnes asking, and he's going to challenge. I don't know, the same way. And you talked about that Thursday night with sometimes those balls are hard, especially when they're right on the tape. Your tendency, Wisconsin didn't try to hit that ball, but you're still, when you push it back over, sometimes your tendency is to get into the net.
Yeah, and sometimes it's after you contact the ball, so you're pressing, you're over the net, you're trying to take that ball away. And you might catch it on your way down, even after you hit the ball.
Especially when it's tight and low to the net.
Yeah.
Another quick review, so it's either really obvious one way or the other.
Number 1.
Point Iowa on the reversal. Viagic in the net.
Which is funny because she was the most confident person on Wisconsin's floor that she was not in the net.
Isn't that the way you sell it? It wasn't me. And she's still confident about it.
I didn't.
Coach Sheffield asked. He got the answer from the down referee, was told it was Viagic. Coach Sheffield told her, and she's like, I don't think so. Warden sends the serve over. Simon, bad pass. Good play by Furbringer. Wow, what a ball. Ammeraal slide to Whittingstall, off the block, but out of bounds. Hawks will score.
That was a crazy play by Furbringer. She throws her left arm at the ball just to get it back into the court and play. It ends up being a great out-of-system set to Quest.
Perfect set to Quest on that somehow. 11-10 Wisconsin. Warden goes right to Viagic. Viagic from the right side goes down the line and misses. We're tied at 11 again. Warden again. Collier, tight ball. There's your power tip from Viagic. McGrew had the block set up on the pin. Whittingstall was late. Viagic saw the seam and went right through it.
Yeah, just found a spot on the floor right in front of Ammeraal too. Since it was a power tip, it was really hard for Ammeraal to make a move and get even a hand on it.
Viagic now to serve. 12-11 Wisconsin. Well, that's another really good serve. Ammeraal pushed it out to McGrew, but it's behind her. She chops it over. Diving play from Viagic. Collier from the left. Through the block. McGrew gets self-defense hands on it. 13-11.
McGrew was in the right spot, but I don't think she was quite ready for that ball to come so sharp over the net. It's hard to be ready when it does cut that.
I'm gonna guess that Gia has not seen a ball come at that angle that fast before.
Her platform wasn't even quite together, so she was able to pop it up, but it just went behind her.
Van Zandt has some of that, but it's still a little different from Mimi. So 13-11, Viagic to serve. Sends a floater this time. Taken up. Ammeraal slaps it over. Dug by Furbringer. Look out. Oh, that ball's tight. McGrew, good dig. Ammeraal to McGrew, who's on the ground. Good tip from McGrew, but a good dig from Viagic. Booth, great tip. Warden, outside to McGrew. Dug by Simon. Furbringer, high platform. What a ball to Collier. She misses over the inline, but touch called. What a ball from Furbringer off the platform.
Wisconsin is so great out of system.
But it helps when you've got Collier, too.
Definitely. And just lots of options. Front row and back row as well.
Yeah. Viagic to serve, 14-11. Barron, good ball to Ammeraal. Slide to Whittingstall. Booth was actually blocking the left side. So when Whittingstall hit the slide, she hits it right into 6'7" Carter Booth, sends it back. Would have been out of bounds, but it ends up hitting Whittingstall. 15-11 Badgers will take the TV timeout. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans and Reagan Coyle back here at Extreme Arena, where the second set's been kind of pushes and pulls. Wisconsin pushing right now. They're ahead 15-11, middle of the second set.
Just a few unforced errors on Iowa's side, the difference in the score here. Otherwise, it's been pretty back and forth. Lots of long rallies, great defense on both sides, and Iowa spreading their offense out really nice. It would be great to see that our middles get involved more, but that's going to require some good passing.
The difference in the match is clearly, I mean, there's a lot of things, but you just look at purely from a number standpoint, the difference is Mimi Collier.
Yeah.
She has 13 kills. Iowa has 13 kills. The rest of Wisconsin has 13 kills. Barron, tough ball. Ammeraal out to McGrew. Good sharp cross. Dug up by Simon again. And another great ball from Furbringer. Gets a swing. But McGrew off the net. Rolls it over. Viagic. Booth. Hawks get that in the air. McGrew tip. Dug by Viagic again. Right side for Quest. Over the block. No touch. I kind of thought so. The whole Wisconsin bench kind of thinks so. And we'll get a challenge.
Not sure if it's the setter-hitter connection right now on Iowa's side. A lot of balls are getting tipped over to Wisconsin side, and they're using that and coming with some firepower right back. It would be good to maybe clean that up a little bit and get some more powerful swings off of Iowa's offense.
Well, you're not going to be able to tip and keep giving Wisconsin. There was clearly a touch here. That took him. That might have been a world record review. So we've had 3 challenges. All 3 have been successful. So 16-11. They kind of That ball was right in front of us. It looked like it kind of ramped up. But
yeah, very quick challenges tonight.
yeah, Dane does a great job queuing it up, and unfortunately for the line judges, they've been incredibly obvious. Biagic floats it over. Whittingstall takes it. Ammeraal outside to McGrew. That was a more powerful swing, but Biagic is in the right spot. Collier dug by Moisio. Overpass. Booth. Moisio again. Ammeraal blocked by Booth. Ammeraal covers herself. Moisio behind her to McGrew. Sharp cross goes wide.
Tough break. I love the swings by McGrew, though. Less tipping in that rally and just high risk, high reward when you just swing away. Gonna get a few out of bounds.
17-11 Wisconsin. Timeout Iowa. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. John Evans, Reagan Coyle, Wisconsin with a touchdown, lead 17-11. Now they're going to come out to try to kick the extra point. 6 straight from the Badgers. Hopefully Iowa can block the extra point and start a run of their own.
Right now, both teams have 62 swings. But right now, Wisconsin has 27 kills. Iowa only 13, hitting 048. Getting it done on Iowa's side.
Well, 62 swings. Wisconsin has 8 errors. Iowa has 10. It's the kill numbers. 13 for Iowa, 27 for the Badgers. Biagic to serve yet again. Moisio, great ball to Ammeraal. Short slide. To Whittingstall is double blocked. And Iowa frozen in place on the coverage. 18-11. The extra point is good. Boy, that is a 6-0 run, a 7-0 run, and another 7-0 run for the Badgers. Barrett, not a good pass. See what Iowa, oh boy, not a good second ball from Warden. Iowa keeps it in play somehow. Booth. 8-0 run for the Badgers, 19-11.
Iowa brings McGrew back and hides Barron in the service line.
Another floater. Whittingstall takes it. Ammeraal dumps it over. Simon is there. Booth. That ball's in the air, but a little bit of a panic.
Yeah, Whittingstall able to get a piece of that ball, slow it down a little bit. A little bit of panic on Ammeral's. Once it hit her, she kind of just threw her platform out to get something on it.
Coach Barnes will call his second timeout. And just because I don't want to talk about the last 2 points, we're going to take 60 more seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit
Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. I was having more fun 3 timeouts ago.
I sure was, too.
And unfortunately, those 3 timeouts have come within 5 points here. Wisconsin, I don't even know what they're trying to add now. The field goal on top of the touchdown they just scored, a 9-0 scoring run. This was 11-all. Good back-and-forth battle. Biagic has dominated from the service line. McGrew catches the line as the Wisconsin defense finally shows just a bit of weakness there as Furbringer looks at Biagic.
It's good to see McGrew finally connect on one. She's had a few errors out of bounds, lots of tips and roll shots up there, so it's good to see her finally get a swing put down.
20-12. Marquardt now to serve. Good strong serve. Bad pass from Simon. But another, tight ball. That ball caught the line. I think Iowa actually touched it, so probably a good thing it fell inbounds. Not sure how that'll get scored, whether that's a Ammeraal Whittingstall kill, block. It would be the toughest error for Collier, but it did give a block. Good serve from Marquardt. Simon again, tight ball to Furbringer. Right side, good block from Van Zandt. Great pass from Simon. And Booth knocks it off Whittingstall's head into the front row, 21-13. Kristen Simon to serve. Warden. Ammeraal chased it down. Van Zandt tools it off Quest's outside hand and scores.
Really good use by Van Zandt. Right off Quest's right hand. Swipes it for the tool.
21-14. Whittingstall, good serve. Biagic, good pass. Boy, what a ball to Andrew. And what a tip. That ball again, really low. She just kind of took it, pulled the, if you picture pulling the arrow back, or the bow back, and then she just poked it right over top of the block, 22-14.
Yeah, she really got underneath it, and it had a lot of air on it before it dropped in the campfire.
Quest. Bad pass, good hands from Stojanovic, keeps the play alive. Simon, outside to Collier. Dug by, can't see who that was dug by. I think, the overpass though from Iowa gives Furbringer the easy kill.
Yeah, Iowa just having a really tough time putting any offense together on their side. Lots of out-of-system passing.
Quest, great serve again. Ammeraal outside to Van Zandt. Boy, and that is exactly what you want if you're Iowa. In system, Van Zandt against Furbringer, and she misses wide, 24-14. Quest. Good ball to Ammeraal. And Andrew sat right on her left hand and sent that right back down. 25-14. The Badgers end the set on a 14-3 run.
Yeah, Andrew read that ball like a book. She was up pressed over the net before Ammeraal. Tough get. I love the aggression from Ammeraal, but unfortunately.
This team as well. Charlie Furbringer was named Big Ten Center of the Week last week, and that was actually her second of the season. Here's the big block by Carter Booth and Madison Quest. But when you look at the stat sheet for Wisconsin, there aren't a ton of really big numbers, and that's because they haven't played as many sets because they've been sweeping all of their opponents. But when you really take a look at how dominant this team has been, the numbers do start to jump out on the paper. Here's Varez, too much mustard, and Wisconsin has a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, another one of those situations there where you're making contact with the ball a little too early on that one, too much air. But going back to those stats, AJ, you're absolutely right. You have to look at this team's stats at the per set standpoint because that's when the numbers really pop your eyes.
Varez softly hits it over. It's blocked by Collier and Booth. Here's Varez again, looking for the back line. Can't be dug out by Biagic as it finds the stands. And the Hawkeyes bring it within one early in set 3.
Yeah, similar to what we've seen in the previous 2 sets with the Hawkeyes. Down briefly early, but looking to keep it close.
Here's Stojanovic with the serve. Furbringer for the freshman Madison Quest, who sends it over. Here's another true freshman in Gia McGrew. Furbringer for Carter Booth, who's been all over the place on the offensive side of the ball today. Yeah, that's kill number 5 for Booth. Includes 3 blocks on the day so far, so it's not like she's been entirely offensive, so doing a little bit of both, but offensively she's really shined. Kristen Simon sends it over. Here's Carmel Fares. Oh, wow. Somehow the Badgers keep it alive. Don't know how Andrew kept it up. McGrew with another kill attempt. Furbringer up for Collier. Big swing, back line, and a kill. Holy cow. How did they keep that ball alive? It shows you how strong this team is from every single player on the court. I mean, Collier's the big standout, obviously, but this team has plenty of standout players. Ammeraal tips up for Whittingstall, who has to tip it over the net. Big swing from Madison Quest, and the true freshman who is stepping in for Grace Egan, who's been injured for the last week. Quest has done a great job in her place.
Yeah, on the right side there. That matches her total against Rutgers on Friday. She's got 7 kills.
Kristen Simon with the serve dug out by the Hawkeyes. Here's Gia McGrew tipped at the net. Set up for Collier through the defense, and it drops in again.
Man. An early timeout for the Hawkeyes. I mean, justifiably so. Down by 5, but how about Collier? Now 15 kills on the day. Finding, again, those open lanes in the Iowa defense.
Six-1 Wisconsin leading the Hawkeyes in set 3, looking for yet another sweep this season and yet another sweep of the Hawkeyes. Iowa has played tight at times, but Wisconsin has had too many runs, and they've been long runs to go along with it. And on the other side, Iowa, they just have not been able to get their attacks to drop in.
Yeah, I mean, the big difference in this match that I could point out, the hitting percentage. Wisconsin 347 to Iowa's 0-13. You're not going to win a match with a percentage less than 100.
McGrew is denied at the net. Fares will try this time. Collier tips it over, finds some real estate, and Wisconsin on a 5-0 run after allowing just 1 point so far in this third set.
I mean, Wisconsin keeping their momentum as well as Collier. I mean, this is 3 consecutive kills for her, bringing her total to 16. We touched on it already, but again, has hit at least 10 in every single match so far for the Badgers.
Whittingstall, big swing, tipped at the net, and Iowa will slow down the Badgers for now. 7-2 now, the Wisconsin lead.
Whittingstall's 3rd kill of the day.
Coming off a really big game against Maryland where she had 9 kills, a couple of digs, and 7 blocks. Tonight has been kept pretty quiet. Moiseo digs it out. Ammeraal over on 2 and tipped before it went over the back line by Vajagic. Hawks with back-to-back points.
Now watching that play, I didn't notice the deflection, so I was wondering how Ammeraal had enough power to sail that one way past the baseline, but the deflection explains everything.
Holy cow, watch out below. Mimi Collier from the moon drops in another kill. Man,
I mean, she's got 17 and she's trying to turn the knife here against the Hawkeyes. My goodness.
Madison Quest with the serve. Whittingstall gives it her best try. Bumped over by Madison Quest. Again, Whittingstall. This time it goes out of play, and Wisconsin has another back-to-back point.
And those unsuccessful kill attempts are still not doing the Hawkeyes any justice. Whittingstall, great idea to try and find that open space on the left side. Just can't keep it in bounds. It's been a challenge all game so far, and we see it again with Stepanidis.
Over the back line as Jim Barnes starting to let the bench have a few chances here on the court. Ammeraal sets it up for Stepanidis again over the back line. A 4-0 scoring run. And we go back to that hitting percentage. Iowa, a lot of attacking errors, make that 18 on the day. They just have not been able to find the paint.
I mean, they have a negative hitting percentage in this set so far. That tells you all you need to know.
Blocked at the net by Whittingstall, but it lands on her own side. So a kill for Wisconsin and Alicia Andrew. And the Hawkeyes will take their second timeout. Wisconsin dominating in set 3, 12-3. (12-3) Wisconsin in set 3, looking for another sweep this season. Carter Booth, a fantastic day. 5 kills, 3 blocks for the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. 6 in the Big Ten in blocks per set. But really what stood out with Booth today is just how well she's been composed at the net on the offensive side. There's a service error by Una Vajakic, who's had a lot of practice behind the back line today with serving, especially in that second set. That one just over the back line.
Yeah, going back to Carter Booth, 1.34 blocks per set in the top 10 in the conference. But like you said, AJ, has found a lot of her success today in front of the net on the offensive side.
Over on 2 and a kill for Charlie Furbringer. That is perfect execution. Finding the soft spot in the defense and almost a no-looker.
I mean, speaking of the front of the net in the middle of the court, Furbringer that time getting the job done.
Van Zandt, big swing and a kill. Charday will always be inevitable, and she'll get her kills tonight. Of course, hasn't been as electrifying as she has in the past, but that's also because she's facing one of the best defenses in the country.
Yeah, just gets it inside the right sideline. Good placement that time.
Set up for Vojakic. Right back to Vojakic. She hit it twice. And the second time it landed.
And she figured it popped right back up to her. She figured, why not have another try at it? Gets it for 2 Hawkeyes. Marquardt and Whittingstall not able to make a play on that one. Wisconsin up by 9.
Here's Wardlow again to serve it away. Ammeraal for Van Zandt. Dug out, long run for Wardlow, keeps it in the air and bumped over by Quest. Amaral over on 2 and off the tip of Natalie Wardlow. The Hawkeyes pick up a point. Man, I wonder if Wardlow would let that one go. That was going to go outside of the back line. It was a powerful strike from Amaral, but I wonder if she got a little too much air on that one. But the Hawkeyes will benefit on Wisconsin not being able to field that one back into play. Amaral now to serve. Quest looking for the back line, but it's over the back line. Iowa cuts the lead in half. And it looks like we're going to have another challenge, this time by Wisconsin.
Yeah, that one really, really close. Looking to see if that one was inbounds or not from the freshman, Madison Quest. But, I mean, off that initial replay, it looks like it hits that baseline, and we're going to get another quick review.
No time.
Here's the call.
All right, call is confirmed. Boy, I want this referee crew for every match. They are quick on the replays.
Yeah, we've had a few that have gone about 6 or 8 minutes, AJ. I mean,
he's literally going over, looking for about 3 seconds and then coming back with an answer.
I was going to say it's always been less than 10 seconds on each review as that one drops in for the Badgers. But, I mean, we're very sure with these officials on every call so far.
Got to give them props as this one flies toward the front row of the stands. Another serve for Amaral. Vajakic, big swing again. This time he'll go to the front row, but not before picking up a kill.
Yeah, I said that last one dropped in. It did not. That one did. Vajakic gets another one on the board. That's kill number 4 for her.
Verbringer. Back for Van Sant, denied at the net by Booth. Moiseo sets it up for Varez, tipped at the net by Booth and over the back line.
And the Hawkeyes again taking advantage of those opportunities, and Wisconsin not able to field that one, trying to get the double digits now.
Booth going for another kill, and she does. Her 6th of the day, and she is now 4th on the team in kills.
I mean, that was so natural. Was already in the air before Verbringer even set her up on that one. Fully anticipating to bring that one to the wood.
Amaral sends it up for Varez, denied. Mimi Collier putting on her best, Carter Booth, and picks up a big block.
Man, Wisconsin is just firing on all cylinders at every aspect of this set.
Amaral for Varez. No dig this time by Vajakic as it drops right in front of her.
Hawkeyes finally able to get past that front line as Booth a little late to get in front of that shot from Varez, and no answer.
Booth, big swing, and another kill. She's now tied for 2nd on the team in kills.
Yeah, that's 3 Badger players with 7 on the day. That includes Alicia Andrew and Madison Quest. Up by 8 now, but again, like we saw earlier, Booth already in the air before she's even set up for the kill.
1 kill away from tying her season high, which she had against Kansas. Amaral back for Varez again, and a thunderous swing by the true freshman.
And that brings her total to 7, overtaking Van Zandt for the most on this Hawkeyes team. And I mean, you said it, AJ. Look at the pass from Amaral court, from across the court, and what a shot.
Amaral shoots it over the net. and back-to-back points. Ammeraal just has such high volleyball IQ. She knows when to go over right away, when to go over on two, and sets up herself in great position every time. Collier softly hits it, but not enough to get over the net. Was looking to put it right in front of the defense. And Wisconsin will burn their first time out. Yeah, Collier on that one. That was the second consecutive blunders. She was in the vicinity of that Ammeraal kill on the previous point, and that one just trying to lightly push it over the net. Maybe trying to be a little too cute on that one, but can't get it over. And first time out here for the Badgers. Well, she had the right idea going across the court, but just hit it too softly. Wisconsin with a heck of a schedule coming up as we've now officially hit Big Ten play. They'll battle the Fighting Illini on October 2nd. You can find that on the Big Ten Network. And of course, when you're one of the best teams in the country, you're going to get a lot of network time. They'll also face Penn and Maryland on Big Ten Network. They'll face Michigan on Big Ten Plus. But Wisconsin, they've already had a heck of a schedule up to this point. They've played a few top 25 teams. Their only loss has been to Texas, and that was in late August. Looking at the Hawkeyes, their schedule doesn't lighten up either. They'll travel to Oregon next week and then play Washington the very next day, and then a long road trip to Michigan as well against the Spartans and the Wolverines on back-to-back days. And you'll find all of those on Big Ten Plus. The match against Washington will be on the Big Ten Network, so a little bit of a flip-flop of network coverage for both of these teams. Here's a kill for Mimi Collier, her 18th of the day. And man, like, what else can you say about her today? I mean, we've hit her on basically every single point for Wisconsin. She's been everywhere today. Quest with the serve. Set up for Stepanidis, who picks up her first kill of the day. That's 30 on the season for her. And getting some time, and she'll get rewarded there as she heads back to the bench after getting her 30th kill of the season. Tough pass. Collier does her best with it as Kristen Simon was able to track it down. Van Zandt, big swing, blocked at the net. Another chance for Van Zandt, tipped at the net, kept alive. Simon sets it up for Collier somehow, tipped at the net. Warren saves it. Moisillo for Van Zandt, but just too much on top of it, and Wisconsin saves a point. Man, I was just about to applaud Ammeraal for her fantastic dig on Iowa's side, but how about Wisconsin? Just barely keeping it up, and then another dig from Warden, and then Van Zandt just a little too late on the contact there. Good serve. Ammeraal for Van Zandt, tipped at the net by Tosa Serafinowska, who checks in for the Badgers late in this match. Van Zandt, no mistake on that one, recovers from that previous point, gets it through that front line. Serafinowska denied by Stojanovic. Big swing and a kill for Vajakic. Lands just in front of Jamie Marquardt. And that was fantastic placement because you had Ammeraal and Stojanovic right there to try and contest that shot. But Vajakic finds that open lane. The Hawkeyes can't answer. Wisconsin 4 points away from completing the sweep. This would be the first time this season the Hawkeyes have been swept. Ammeraal over on two. Set up for Vajakic, and another kill for Una Vajakic, the redshirt sophomore. Now her 7th kill, 4 different Badgers with 7 kills. I mean, really coming into her own today, but AJ, in this set, the Badgers are hitting at a 500 hitting clip. Unbelievable. Good swing by Stojanovic. Set up far side for Natalie Wardlow. And the Hawkeyes trap one right in front of another newcomer, and Miley Chan, the 5'3" sophomore from Portland, Oregon, as both teams starting to unload the benches and allow some players who don't get a whole lot of time to get in the ball game. But now it's 22-16.
How about the hustle there from Iverson-Ammeraal to get to the ball out of bounds and set up Van Zandt for the kill there. Van Zandt now with 8 on the day.
Set up for Booth, barely tipped it, kept alive, and nothing that Vars could do as Iverson-Ammeraal couldn't get enough underneath the hit. And now it's 23-16.
I think that's again one of those instances where, was that maybe accidentally on purpose from Carter Booth, and seemed to perfectly drop it into Iowa's end.
I like that, accidentally on purpose. Furbringer with an ace as that one goes off the hands of Jamie Marquardt. And match point coming up for the Badgers. Looking for back-to-back sweeps over Big Ten opponents. Serves it away. Over, and Carter Booth comes down with it. And Wisconsin sweeps the Hawkeyes, their 9th win in a row against Iowa.